But in the shadows of human interaction, there are architects. Predators of the psyche who know how to pick the locks of your consciousness. They don't use force. They use whispers. They don't use threats. They use your own desires against you. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the most dangerous game ever played, the game of total psychological subversion. If you've ever felt like you were losing your mind in a relationship or a job, you weren't crazy. You were being hunted. This is how they do it. It begins with the mirror. Most people are desperate to be understood, to find someone who just gets them. The predator knows this. They observe your cadence, your slang, your deepest insecurities. They don't just agree with you. They become you. They are not a soulmate. They are a reflection designed to lower your guard. In the era of blood and blossoms, this was known as the way of the ghost. I once entered a village where everyone smiled. A perfect, terrifying harmony. The air tasted of copper and fear. They were ruled by a lord who never raised a hand in anger, yet his presence was felt in every shadow. He used a technique known as the golden cage. By giving the people just enough grain to survive, but never enough to leave, he made them grateful for their own poverty. He was their savior and their jailer in the same breath. This is the first lesson of control. Provide the solution to a problem you secretly created yourself. The Lord invited me to sit. He didn't ask for my name. He asked for my troubles. This is the trap of vulnerability. When a superior person acts like a confidant, your guard drops. He spoke of my travels, mirroring my own weariness back to me. "You look tired, wanderer," he said. In that moment, he wasn't a tyrant. He was a mirror. He wanted me to see my own exhaustion so he could offer me a rest that would eventually become my prison. He offered me a sword, a masterpiece of steel that glowed in the dim light. He called me the greatest warrior of the West. This is the ego anchor. By inflating a man's pride, you make him a slave to that image. You will do anything to prove you are who they say you are. But the trap goes deeper. As the days passed, the love bombing began to fade. The praise was replaced by the cold shoulder. One morning, the servants wouldn't look at me. The Lord was busy. This is intermittent reinforcement. They give you warmth, then take it away, forcing you to work harder just to get back to the feeling of being valued. You become a gambler, betting your dignity on the hope of one more smile. Then came the whispers, the gaslighting. I was told I had agreed to things I never said. I was told my memory was failing. When you can no longer trust your own mind, you have no choice but to trust the one who is breaking it. The Lord wasn't just my host anymore. He was becoming my reality. I realized the most dangerous prison is the one without bars. Isolation is the predator's greatest ally. But silence is a two-edged sword. I stopped talking. I stopped reacting to his praise and his insults. On the seventh night, I left. I walked past the guards and left his masterpiece sword in the dirt. When you refuse to value what the manipulator offers, their power vanishes like mist. A bird cannot be kept in a cage if it realizes the cage has no roof. The greatest weapon in any age, whether ancient Japan or the modern world, is your own awareness. If you feel like you are being built up just to be torn down, look for the golden cage. If you feel someone is too perfect, look for the mirror. Dark psychology lives in the light of your blind spots. Stay sharp, stay silent, and never let them write your story.